Hey everybody, this video is going to go over how you build a works cited entry for a website that does not have an author. So we are looking at, of course, the Excelsior Online Writing Lab. On the left-hand side, we are under Citation and Documentation, under MLA Style, under MLA Works Cited, and under Web Page. So, of course, it wants us to lead with the author and then do the title and then the container information. However, what do you do if there's not an author? I know that if you're familiar with APA, usually what you would go with is a corporate author or the publisher, the company that produced it. However, MLA's website specifically says, when a work is published by an organization that is also its author, begin the entry with the title, skipping the author element, and list the organization only as the publisher. But if the author of a work is a division or committee of the organization, the division or committee is listed as the author and the organization becomes the publisher. And they give you a couple of examples, but I want us to use what I generally see my students using as an example. Here is the Center for Disease Control. So my students like to use this website a lot. Sometimes their information will have an author and a lot of times it will not. So basically what MLA is saying is that if it doesn't have an author, you skip that and you start the works cited entry with the title instead, and the CDC remains in that publisher and in the container information after the title. So to build this works cited entry, you would begin with schools start too early, and it would be in quotation marks with a period on the inside of the closing quotation marks. After that would be your container information. So this is generally going to be your publisher, your date, and your URL. So you would spell out Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. You cannot use acronyms in works cited reference entries. So you spell that out, you put a comma, then you would put the date, and you would do 5 Oct period 2022, comma, and then you'd copy and paste the URL. Now, if your instructor wants hyperlinks, you copy and paste the whole URL that's up here at the top. However, if you are not using hyperlinks, which my students do not because generally MLA does not, you start with this whatever comes after the www dot. You pick up right after that, copy the rest. So this would just be from CDC to the end, and you paste that into your works cited entry. So if you want to see what that looks like, it would look like this. Here's your title. Here's Centers for Disease Control. Now that is not a publication. It is not a newspaper. It is not a magazine. It is not a television show. It is just a group of people. Groups of people do not get italics. So Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is not a publication. It is a group of people, so no italics. Date, and then that link. And of course, this is without the hyperlink in there. So this is what you can use as a model for when you are building a reference entry or a works cited entry that does not have a specific author. So I hope this helps, and good luck on your project and have a great day.